Let us now continue the same chapter, Uttarakhand, Warning Bells on Deaf Ears. In the year 2013, a multi-day cloudburst centered on the North Indian state of Uttarakhand caused devastating floods and landslides, becoming the country's worst natural disaster since the 2004 tsunami. The reason the floods occurred was that the rainfall received was on a larger scale than the regular rainfall the state usually received. The debris blocked up the rivers, causing major overflow. The main day of the flood was 16 June 2013. Though some parts of Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh in India experienced the heavy rainfall, some regions of western Nepal and some parts of western Tibet also experienced heavy rainfall. Over 89% of the casualties occurred in Uttarakhand. As of 16 July 2013, according to figures provided by the government of Uttarakhand, more than 5,700 people were presumed dead. This total included 934 local residents. From 16 June 2013, the Indian state of Uttarakhand and adjoining areas received heavy rainfall, which was about 375% more than the benchmark rainfall during a normal monsoon. This caused the melting of Chorabari Glacier at the height of 3,800 meters and eruption of the Mandakini River, which led to heavy floods near Gobindghat, Kedar Dome, Rudraprayag district, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and western Nepal, and acute rainfall in other nearby regions of Delhi, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and some parts of Tibet. While understanding the Uttarakhand flood case study, lots of geographical challenges comes to notice. The type of vegetation and climate change with elevation in Uttarakhand. The glaciers are at the highest elevation points, whereas the lower elevation levels are home to subtropical forest. Hidden in these mountains are several ancient Hindu and Sikh pilgrimage sites. There are trekking trails that people from all over the world come to explore. The upper Himalayan territories of Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand are full of forest and snow-covered mountains and thus remain relatively inaccessible. They are home to several major and historic Hindu and Sikh pilgrimage sites besides several tourist spots and trekking trails. Heavy rainfall for 4 consecutive days as well as melting snow aggravated the floods. Warnings by the India Meteorological Department predicting heavy rains were not given wide publicity beforehand, causing thousands of people to be caught unaware, resulting in huge loss of life and property. Landslides due to the floods damaged several houses and structures, killing those who were trapped. The heavy rains resulted in large flash floods and massive landslides. Entire villages and settlements such as Gaurikund and the market town of Rambada, a transition point to Kedarnath, had been obliterated, while the market town of Sonprayag suffered heavy damage and loss of lives. Pilgrimage centers in the region, including Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath, the hallowed Hindu Chardham pilgrimage centers are usually visited by thousands of devotees, especially after the month of July onwards. Over 70,000 people were stuck in various regions because of damaged or blocked roads. People in other important locations like the Valley of Flowers, Rupkund and the Sikh pilgrimage center Hemkund were stranded for more than 3 days. Bodies of people washed away in Uttarakhand were found in distant places like Binjore, Allahabad and Bulandeshwar in Uttar Pradesh. Searching for bodies who died during the ex-natural fury of June in Kedar Valley continued for several months, and even as late as September 2013, about 556 bodies were found, out of which 166 bodies were found in highly decomposed state during fourth round of search operations. Meera Ben, a prominent environmentalist, had warned of similar tragedies in her article published on June 5, 1950, titled "Something is Wrong with the Himalayas." She wrote, "Year after year, the floods in the north of India seem to be getting worse. And this year, they have been absolutely devastating. This means there is something radically wrong in the Himalayas, and that something is without doubt connected with the forest." Here she had written in the year 1950 that, or she had predicted that this flood would occur because she sensed that there was something wrong with the Himalayas. She continued, "I have become aware of a vital change in the species of trees which is creeping up in southern slopes, those slopes which let down the flood waters on the plains below. This deadly changeover is from bunch, that means Himalayan oak, to chill or chill pine. It's growing at an alarming speed, and because it is not a matter of deforestation but change from one kind of forest to another, it is not taken sufficiently seriously. In fact, the forest department is inclined to shut its eyes to the phenomenon because the bunch brings them no cash, whereas the chill pine is very profitable, yielding both timber and resin. It is understood that this calamity occurred due to the cutting down of trees, which means there was a great changeover from Himalayan oak tree to chill pine tree. Why? Because the Himalayan oak tree did not bring any profit to the forest department or the government, so they had changed it into chill pine, because the chill pine brought them the chill pine was quite profitable, yielding both timber and resin to them. But what are these crores of revenue worth if all the money has to be spent on trying to repair the damage caused by floods? The bunch leaves, when they fall every year, create a rich black mold in which develops a thick tangled mass of undergrowth, bushes, creepers and grasses, which in turn adds to the leaf mold deposit, and the final result is a forest in which almost all the rainwater becomes absorbed. Some of it evaporates back into the air and the rest percolates slowly down to the lower altitudes. Let us look through the word meanings. Devastating means highly destructive or damaging. Absolutely means completely. Species means kind. Phenomenon means something that can be seen to happen or exist. Yields means produces. Resin means sticky liquid some trees produce.